Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to another Candidly LJC vlog. Thank you for showing up. This is vlog 3. I'm so excited, and I was really trying to think about what I wanted to vlog this time around, because I definitely want my vlogs to be engaging and interesting. So, because right now I am on a journey to well-being, to well health, to happiness, to a stress-free life, to longevity, one of the things that is necessary to do when trying to accomplish those things is making sure that you have your health together. So my camera is very heavy, so I'm sorry I keep switching arms, but it's heavy. But one of the things that I want to stay on track with is my health. My health is very important. I have a young son, I have an older son. And me being there for them for as long as possible is very important to me. It is so hot right now in my room when it's so very cold outside. But I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment. I got to leave out in about 15 minutes. And so I've been going to the doctor to make sure that I'm just staying abreast with what I need to do. And one of the things that has been plaguing me really badly is having low iron. And having low iron is not fun. You're very lethargic all the time. But I didn't know that my iron was as detrimental as it currently is. To the point where doctors are like, okay, if it goes any lower, we're gonna need to give you a blood transfusion. So, excuse me, and I'm not good with taking iron pills. I just not, iron will stop you up, okay? Iron will have your stomach on bloat because it won't let things pass through. So then you got to take your iron, and you take stool softener and whatever other medication that you might see fit. And this is a lot. I'm not good with taking pills. However, I'm on my way to the blood doctor. I am so hot. I'm on my way to the blood doctor because today is going to be my first administration or administer of an iron infusion, because my iron is that low. I've never had an iron infusion before, so I'm not quite too sure what I'm gonna expect. They said it's gonna take about an hour. So I'm going to the blood doctor, sit there while they infuse some iron in my system. I'm expected to be on 10 after this iron, because my doctor was like, your iron is so low. Your iron is so low that you probably feel like real shitty. And I was like, you're right. I do feel real shitty. Like, I do have very low energy. Very low energy. So, I am very much looking forward to this. And then I couldn't figure out why my hair was breaking out, because normally I've never really had an issue with my hair growing, with my hair breaking off. Like, I've been natural for many years, and my hair was thriving. And then I say a few years ago, it just started breaking off. It just wasn't doing what it used to do. I couldn't style it like I wanted to style it. And so I thought it was okay, I'm putting my hair in a bun too much, but that's not it. However, excuse me, I'm so hot. It's weird how hot I am right now. But I'm on my way to the doctor. I would like to take y'all with me just to get a glance at how iron infusion is done. Basically, I have very heavy menstrual cycles. So being that I have very heavy menstrual cycles, it is causing me to lose a lot of blood. And so I've been recommended to possibly have a hysterectomy, but I'm scared. I'm scared to have a hysterectomy. That's just not something that I think I want to invest my body in. Plus, I'm scared to go under. Wait a minute, hold up. I really need to get some paper because I am so hot and I'm not about to be sweating on camera like that. Hold up. Okay, thank you for holding, because I was just too hot, and I'm like, I'm gonna sweat my bang out. It's like not the bang yang. It's gonna be part of the puff game in a minute here. But one of the important things for us to do as women is to take care of our health. Okay, and especially we have families, we have children that depend on us, and we're not able to be our best selves if we are not taking care of ourselves, right? So I'm actually excited to have this iron transfusion. I probably in my head thinking that it's gonna be way more than what it really is. I feel like I'm gonna be like Popeye after he ate the spinach and just be like on go. But basically it's something that I need to do. So what I'm trying to convey is that our health is important, okay? Especially when we're getting older, okay? I am 42 years old. I'll be 43 in June. And your body changes when you hit 40. So me, I did not experience as heavy as menstrual cycles earlier in my 30s in comparison to how I struggle with it now. So I haven't had the energy to go work out. It's like I just have low energy all the time. And I'm like, man, what's up? I used to at least have some energy to hit up the gym. So with me not being selfish and putting myself first as opposed to always putting the close people around me first, this is something that is important. Tell me if anybody else has had an iron infusion. I don't know what to expect. The doctor says a very low risk of like an allergic reaction, but I've taken iron before and never had a problem with it. But apparently they come up with some kind of formula that whatever works best for you. So I am going to get ready to go do that. It is almost time for me to leave out. So I'm not good with vlogging in public, but I want to be, right? And I want to share just a little snippet of that experience with you today. So if I'm able to do that, I will go ahead, if I'm bold enough to break my phone out. They say it takes an hour, so I'm sure I'll have some availability to go ahead and do that. However, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to go, and I possibly will see you in the car if I can work that situation out. Thank you for coming to see me for vlog 3, excuse me, and it's just onward from here. It's up, right? So I will be seeing you soon. Okay. All right, guys, I am in the car. Normally I ain't running late, but right now I'm running late because I'm trying to get this vlog thing situated. Last thing I don't want to do is be late to my spinach appointment, okay? So we are going to go ahead and get this mission on the road, and I'll see you at the dock. All right? It took many time to see. I dedicate this to you for believing in me. Bring a shot. Alright guys, I made it with like 4 minutes to spare. So I'm anxious again because, honey, it's 12:42 and I got things to do. I don't know why I hate a doctor's appointment to interrupt my day, but we gotta be responsible, right? This is adulting, right? And part of adulting is taking care of ourselves. So I'm gonna head up in here, see what they got to say, see how this is gonna go, and we'll be back. All right. And remember to look over here at this camera. All right? We'll be back. Okay. All right, guys. I done made it to the room. I just got my finger pricked, and it hurt so bad. You know, I can handle getting the shot in the bend of my arm, but you poke me and my finger, and it's like I'm out like a light, because the pain is so evil, just evil pain. However, I'm waiting for the doctor to come in. I'm like, when I'm about to get this infusion popping, because I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. So we're gonna see. So I guess I'll be back when something more interesting is happening, maybe. Okay. I don't understand why you're thinking of. You had me at a low. I don't understand why you're thinking of. You had me at a low. I don't understand why you're Alright guys, I am out of there. I am out of that procedure. It wasn't bad at all. The worst part is that they pricked my little finger, honey, and it hurt, and she was like draining all the blood out of it. Like, I'm pretty good with needles, but you prick my finger and I'm just gonna fall flat out, right? I am so cold. They do give you snacks, so you know, before I left I had to give me some pretzels, because you know how I feel about pretzels. But I don't really care for Snyder though. I'm trying to warm up. I'm sitting in this parking lot. I got my seat warmer on. I thought I was gonna get out there later than what I did, because I gotta go get my son, and I got a parent-teacher conference today. So I'm not really in the mood for no parent-teacher conference. I mean, it's not a big deal. My son only in the 3rd grade, but I'm just not in the mood for one. So I'm gonna have time to let the car warm up. So I'm so tired of the cold, y'all. It was just like 60 degrees 2 days ago, and now we are like 30. The dash say 44, but I know it's colder than 44. But I'm freezing. And the thing is, that the weather people were predicting like snow or ice, another ice storm, and I was like, and then so they delayed school for 2 hours today, and there has been nothing. It's been dry all day long, all day. So I was like, I just gave the kids a freebie of 2 hours, but it's cold, and I am ready for the spring. I don't like being teased with 60 degree and then 30 degree weather. I'm about to roll out. I go get my son, and really I'm early, so I don't have to be pressed for time, but I am very hungry, but I'm not going to eat until after this parent-teacher conference. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll. My seat is warm. My seat is warm. So I can turn the heat on. I'm turning it all the way up. At first I didn't think I was going to need a blanket in there, but it is freezing. I'm like, if people come here with anemia to treat like anemic problems, why y'all got it so cold in here? Like, cause y'all know we get cold easily. But also they have like cancer patients there that come for chemo, and I'm like, man, but I'm like, that's deep. And it is very comfortable. You get your seat, you get a warm blanket. I had to get a warm blanket, and my seat reclined, and I was watching Kanye's video. Have you seen Kanye's video? Not video, but documentary. It was so good. It's like when you film somebody and they can just get to tell their story, like through documentary, that joint is so inspiring. I just love Kanye's documentary, it just really allows you to grasp who he is. And I'm like, man, I got so many thoughts on that documentary. Have y'all seen the documentary? It is really good. Comment below if you've seen it and was it inspiring to you, or what was your thoughts on that? Comment below. Well, let me go ahead and go. And I will just see you later. Okay? Boop. Yo, I just seen a taxi pulling out of somebody's driveway. Like, do we still catch taxis? Is taxi still a thing? We got taxis still? Okay. Well, is that cheaper than Uber? Is that why you like, I'm gonna take a taxi? Cause Uber, they be playing. I ain't never ever in my life caught an Uber. So, are taxis less expensive than Ubers? I guess it depends on where you're from. I was like, shut up, a taxi. They was in the back seat like, we catching a cab. I'm like, okay, all right, okay.
Little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is bad bottoms. These
Hey guy, missed you. Come on, get this door closed, please. We actually not gonna be going anywhere because we gotta go straight to the meeting. It's not till 4:15, but ain't no sense of going home and then coming back. So I'm just gonna go park. So you ain't gonna do nothing be taking your seatbelt right back off.
So are we not gonna be going to karate today?
Yeah, we still gonna make time to go to karate.
Wait, do we have to wait until 4:15?
We just gotta go back in here. Maybe we can be seen before that since we're a little ahead of time. I probably should have said like 4 o'clock. But we're just parking. Pick up to park. I'm so hungry.
Me too.
Alright, we're gonna let you get to it. Alright, good. Very nice job. Take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Flex your knees. Say, I'm in control of my body.
I am in control of my body.
Very good. Very good.
Guys, I'm here at Family Dollar. One thing I will do is avoid large grocery stores at all costs. I don't even care. I'll pay the difference. I pay a higher price if I don't have to be around a lot of people and wait in long lines. But I just wanted to show you something, right? Because remember last time I was talking about the top of the muffins, and let me see if I can find it, because you know what, I know I wasn't crazy about enjoying the top of the muffins, but look at this, muffin tops. Like, it ain't gonna, how's a muffin top gonna be flat though? But I'm not crazy about muffin tops. Like, I knew that most people enjoy the top of muffins, but they flat though. So just like Elaine says, you gotta make the whole muffin. You can't just make the top of the muffin. So yeah, I'm gonna come to Family Dollar. It's needed. Family Dollar is needed. You know, people knock Family Dollar, and I did used to shop here, but Family Dollar is needed. And in order for me to avoid what's going on at these bigger grocery stores with these long lines and frustration, I will definitely shop at some Family Dollar. 'Cause, I mean, they got all the goods. Look. I mean, I don't eat this type of stuff, but there are people who need it, like, and they do their vegetables, you know. But I came here for, my son loves zebra cakes. He loves Gatorade. I just came here for some of this, and like, life is not fair without these, though, for real. But let me see. I just needed a quick in and out for this, and got caught up looking at a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to go outside of my comfort zone and just be talking to my phone while other people around me looking like, what's she doing? But I mean, y'all should be used to it by now, right? People walking around looking at their phone talking. However, I am on my way back home. I will see you then. Hey guys, so I am back from Family Dollar. So I was trying to do some vlogging in Family Dollar, and I have not vlogged much in public, and I figured, you know, Family Dollar was fairly quiet, and so I thought I'd like break out my camera and start vlogging, because when you're not used to doing it, then you'll forget to do it. But it seemed like everybody started peeking around the corner to see what I was talking about when I started vlogging. It was really weird, like, because I'm minding my own business in a aisle that didn't have anybody in there. But then as soon as I started vlogging, I was like, I had random people peeking around the corner or just standing in the aisle, like the aisle that I was in. So I didn't do much vlogging there, even though it was just a quick run in and out. But right now I am at my creation station where the magic happens, where the waist bead magic happens. So I'm just trying to finish up on some waist beads that I started making. So let me show you here what I got. So I have these beads that I've been working on here, and I have an event coming up, a vendor's event. It'll be my second vendor's event, so I'm just trying to, you know, make my product so I'll have a lot of variety of waist beads to sell to my customers. But I made these beads and I just love them so much. These right here. Okay, let me see if I can get it right. How cute are these? Let me move this out the way. How pretty are these beads? Come on and focus. Focus. Can you focus on me? Come on, like, what the heck? Here we go. This is so bootleg. But I have some gemstone chips on it, and some beautiful like dark navy blue beads, and these beads. Let me see if I can just get one strand. But I just love these turquoise colors. It's just the contrast of colors that I'm just really feeling. So right now I'm just creating the magic so that I can be prepared. I had my first vendor's event. I was prepared, but it was kind of short notice. So like when you have a vendor's event, there's things that you need, like a table, a dolly to move your stuff from your car to your booth space. You need a way to hold your money, what you're gonna hold your money in to keep it protected. I decided to go with square. So I had to, oh, that was a nightmare, because I ordered square, you know, that you put in your phone. It goes into like the head jack of your phone. But in haste, when I was ordering it, I ordered one that has like the adapter for an iPhone, and I have an Android, and that was like a little bit of a nightmare because I was all prepared, like, and at the last minute I take the little square device out the box and notice that I can't use it for my phone. So I was like in complete panic because, you know, people like the convenience of not having to deal with money and just be able to swipe, and I did not have any type of QR codes for Cash App or a PayPal. So luckily I had my son with me. My son is 20 years old and way more tech savvy and aware than me, so he would help some of my customers Cash App me their payments. But I just, you know, want to make sure that I'm way more prepared. Like, I want to have everything done, cut and dry by a week before the event. So you have to upload your products into Square. You got to take pictures of them. If you got coupons, if you want to have some little deal, you got to put that into Square. And since I'm on Etsy, Square and Etsy, they kind of link up. So but what your prices are on Etsy might not be what you want your prices to be at your vendor's event. So then you got to go through all of those items and like update pricing and stuff like that. So however, I am currently right here getting ready to string some beads. I already have my string ready, and I just started using this gold string. Normally when you see waist beads, they're strung on white thread, but then, you know, I was like, I kind of want to be different. I want to be different, and I want people to recognize my waist bead strands when they see them. And I felt like gold was a beautiful way to stand out. And, you know, goddesses wear gold. They wear other nice things, but goddesses wear gold as well. So we're gonna see how this works, because really I just ran out of my white thread. It's the exact same thread that I use as my white thread, but I just got the gold. I just decided to try something different. So I am at my creation station, and I am going to be working on some waist beads, so I can just have mad waist beads, because I only make waist beads when I feel like it. If I'm not really in the mood, if my energy ain't really right to create, I don't care if it's waist beads or beaded bracelets or whatever, I just can't get in the mood to do it. And when it's cold, it's hard to kind of get motivated. You know, I live in an area that we get a lot of cold weather and snowing and gloomy days. This is like really gloomy outside right now. There's like no sun busting through, and I'm telling you, when the sun comes out, that's when I'm ready to just be on go. So I'm gonna have my Red Bull. I'm semi addicted to Red Bull, so you gotta be careful. I'm not gonna say I'm semi addicted, but I enjoy having a Red Bull because I can really tell the difference. But when you coming down off the bull, you're hungry. It will make you so intensely hungry for food. So, and I have some bracelets here that I made, because I also been doing some product. Let me get this out the way. Some product photography. I shoot all of my merchandise and put it on Etsy, put it on Instagram, everything. I'm like, I got all the hats on, you know. I'm the designer, I'm the photographer, I'm the accountant, I'm the marketer. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to be on YouTube as well, just to kind of help get my name out there. Like, I wanted to start a YouTube channel before I started making waist beads, but I just, you know, if you don't do it, procrastination will get the best of you, and then before you know it, it'll be 5 years down the line and you ain't did what you thought you wanted to do. So here are some of my bracelets. So like, I just created these. Let's see if I can get this around. I just love these. Here, I hate that the camera won't focus when I get close to the lens, but it's a beautiful fuchsia color with a cute little lip charm, like encrusted lip charm here. Come on, y'all. I gotta work on that, because why that's not focusing. However, I have this here. This beautiful bracelet. It has agate charms. And this is like jasper and aventurine. And I love this set here. This is beautiful beads. You got your gold crown. I love this dope charm. Very unique beads on here. Very unique beads on here. I think it's pronounced Dufay, but you got your Dufay, and I know I'm not pronouncing this right. I always want to call it Andrika, but I know that's not how it's pronounced. But this charm here, it's like Ghanaian symbol. This one here has jasper on it and clovers for good luck. That's the theme is green theme. And this is peridot. This is a set here. So I was taking pictures of this. This is just a chakra bracelets that I made. And I think all of these bracelets are, you know what, I'm lying. This bracelet is available on my Etsy. This one, I think just this one and this one. However, I got more bracelets on my Etsy, but I was taking pictures of these. I love this one here. How cute is this with this queen charm, huh? How cute is this bracelet? And this one has agate and the Andrika charm, the crown, because we goddess over here, so we have to represent our royalty. Okay, we can't never forget that we are royalty as well. So this is what I am currently doing. Pretty soon it's going to be time for me to pick up my son from school. He was mad at me yesterday after he got out of martial arts because he wanted some pen station, and they were going to take too long to get the pen station. They had like a long wait because I guess everybody wanted pen station that night. So he was like really upset at me. And so I told him that I would pick him up some today. So that's what I'm going to do. If I didn't mention it, it's the next day from when I first started off the vlog. And I haven't really been doing much. I got caught up on the phone with my friend. I'm not going to say caught up because it was a pleasure speaking with her, because really, again, like I said, I've isolated myself, so I don't talk on the phone that often any longer. And when we get on the phone, it's like that's my partner that I've been knowing since the 5th grade. And like I said, I am 42. So we have grown together. We lived in the same neighborhood. We went to school together. So I hadn't talked to her probably in about a month. So we had a lot to catch up on. So it kind of ran me behind schedule on what I wanted to do. So I just have so much stuff on my checklist, and sometimes I don't like feeling overwhelmed, and I just be trying to take it one day at a time. But I feel like it's so much when you want to keep a presence on your Instagram site and you want to stay up to date with the products that you're making, and you got to put them out there, and you got to put your stuff out there. So it's just so much. And then by the time my son comes home, he is looking for attention. He need attention. Like my oldest son is 20. Like, I have a 20-year-old and I have an 8-year-old. My children are 12 years apart. And, you know, so he pretty much take care of himself. So, but my 8-year-old be all about the attention. That is my mini shadow, okay? So I am going to work on as much as I can work on. I was going to try to kind of set it up so I can show y'all me making my waist beads, but I just really got to get it together and get the proper setup to be able to show you while I'm in the process of making stuff. And also what I want to do is create a video that goes more in depth about me and my journey with making waist beads, and an introduction video just to give y'all a little bit more insight, like a one-on-one. So I'm in the process of coming up with ideas to make that video as well. So however, I'm going to knock out this strand. I just love these right here. I'm knock out this strand right here, which is somewhat similar. The base is somewhat similar to the other beads that I was making, but this is more of a simple strand, but I just love the color combination. And yeah, I guess I'll just be back when I got something else going on, okay? Boop.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a good, I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home. Pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your place. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your place. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Better way. Oh, hey. I'm in dad's only daughter. Do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics to your eyes sound. Seeking approval constantly. And it's my truth, I speak it, don't make sense now. Give it a good.
What is this?
When it gets hard, stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home.
It's awfully smelly over here. What you looking at? Oh, that's a huge crab. Oh, I would never. I would never.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I just spilled my whole drink. My whole drink on myself. I've never spilled like a whole drink. A whole drink. Look. You probably can't see it, but I am so salty that I spilled my whole drink. Like, what the heck? I was trying to get to the nachos. I'm cold now. It feels real ghetto now. It feels real ghetto. All I wanted was some nachos and my drink. I'm gonna need an extra drink now. Oh my goodness. That was such an ordeal. I am so happy to be back home.
Me too.
So, as you might have seen in the last clip, as I tried to mention, I spilled my whole drink. I spilled my whole little beverage on me, and I was quite salty because I have never spilled a drink on me in the middle of the restaurant while I'm trying to get my dinner going. So, as you can see in the last clip, I had like this mountainous thing of nachos, and so I'm trying to maneuver around my drink to get to the nachos. It was just a small area that we were sitting in, so I was trying not to complain. I was just trying to enjoy myself with my mother and my son. And bam, I just spilled my drink like all on the front of my shirt, all on my pants. And I'm just sitting there like the glass broke and everything, and like people looking and stuff. And I'm like, I could have disappeared right there. So I am just like through tonight. Like I just immediately came home and I had to pee. Like I had to pee so bad after I spilled my drink, but I'm not one to really use the public restrooms unless it's like dire need. So I just was like, okay, I'm just coming home. I'm just ready to go to bed. So right now, I didn't strip down. I'm just ready to go to bed. I showed you clips of me being at Ikea and also at Jungle Gyms. Like Ikea, I was just trying to find like a couple of prop items for my product photography when I shoot. And it was just so many people at Ikea, and it's like people be paying bumper cars with those carts, and I just don't be in the mood because I try to keep my patience. I try to like give people their space to maneuver around me, and it seems like every time I went to go like vlog a moment, it was like people started coming out it's like people are interested in seeing you vlog. Like they want to see what you're talking about. They want to hear what you're talking about. And so you really don't want to do it in front of people because it kind of make you uncomfortable. So I'm at Ikea. I'm trying to like take my phone out and remember to like capture some moments. But people kept on watching me or getting in my frame. So I'm just like, okay. Didn't bother me like too bad, but it's just like, well, what's up? What's up? What you looking at? What you looking at? And so from there we went to Jungle Gyms, and Jungle Gyms is like a grocery store times 10. It just really is a massive. It's one of those grocery stores where it has like different sections for like different like cultures. Like you'll have your Asian section, you'll have your Spanish section. Just like you gonna go there on Jungle Gyms, you're gonna go there and find like some exotic something that you cannot find at the grocery store. But I went to Jungle Gyms just for some um, um, aloe leaf, because I was using natural deodorant and it burnt my underarms. And so I'm trying to look for something to like cool the itching and burning, which what I didn't know is that your underarms will go through like a detox phase once you start using natural deodorant, which I've tried to use before and then burn my underarms before. So I was like doing some research and I discovered it happens because your like the toxins that's in regular deodorant starts coming out your pores once you start using the natural deodorant, and they use more like baking soda for natural deodorant, I guess, for odor. And some people just have low tolerance for baking soda, and that might be me. But however, I was trying to just get to Jungle Gym because that's the only place that I can get aloe vera, like an aloe leaf close to me. Like my Kroger doesn't sell it, Walmart doesn't sell it, Target doesn't sell it. So I had to go to Jungle Gyms, and it's just off the chain because Jungle Gyms got like a huge variety of wine, and they got like a liquor store in there. You play a lottery, and then there's people just in there to just shop their grocery needs. But like I am like so done. I'm still salty. I don't know why I feel a way about dropping that drink on me, spilling that drink on me. But I'm done for the night. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow Sunday, I'm sleepy, or maybe I'll just end it right here. But we'll find out if I decide to end it right here. Thank you so much for tuning in with me for my third vlog. Comment a little emoji to let me know if you enjoyed this vlog. If you got a Jungle Gyms in your town, comment below, or let me know like what's the name of the grocery store in your area that just like has all kinds of different food, all kinds of different exotic fruits and vegetables and roots, and just a place where you can go to get unusual stuff. What's the name of that grocery store in your area? And maybe I'll see you tomorrow, maybe not. But if I don't, thank you for tuning in to another Candidly LJC. I am Larissa, and that's Keith. And you have a good night.